Oh, suddenly music. I'll lower that a little bit.
So, what's the strange language you've got on display here?
This strange language is known as Français. It is the fastest.
Français?
It is the fastest language to play in Fable: The Lost Chapters. So
Oh, really?
it is.
So, but then again, I don't get how that would be the case because egg omelette is a lot shorter than omelette du fromage.
Well, you see, we don't say egg du omelette in this game.
Oh, okay. So there's no omelette in Fable.
But we are the chicken chasers, so.
Oh, chasseurs de poulet, chicken chasers. Yeah, well, I don't get it, but whatever. If you say it is,
chasse poulet.
there you go.
All right, so we'll just load up the save here and.
Dash Hendar is asking what was the last song. I'm just gonna answer that real quick. That's actually one of my friends has got a Bandcamp. If you look for Analog Bot, all his stuff is on there. And SoundCloud or Bandcamp, I'm not sure. Look it up, Analog Bot, and that's my friend doing actual chiptune, like using Game Boys and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's an original composition. Look it up. His stuff is dope, actually. I really enjoy it.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, we're ready whenever you are, man.
All right, so for just marathon purposes, we'll start time whenever I get out of this menu here. So I'll count you guys in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So this is Fable: Lost Chapters. This is a masterpiece brought to you by Lionhead Studios and Peter Molyneux, who promises way too much but delivers way too little. And you notice right away that we're rolling, and that is the fastest way to move in this game.
Rolling deep.
Rolling deep. And the story of the game is that we have to do 3 good deeds, or get 3 gold pieces at least, to afford a birthday present for our sister. And actually, a wild coincidence, in real life, it is actually my sister's birthday, so happy birthday, Jor.
Happy birthday. No, I'm not doing this.
Bonne fête à toi. Anyways. Yeah, so we just beat up that bully. That's a good deed. There's this little girl here. We'll just... there we go. Give her teddy bear. That's another good deed.
Aren't you supposed to kill everyone you encounter in this game?
No, not at all.
Oh, that's how I played it.
All right, well, there's our dad. He dies eventually, so you get your wish at least right there, G-Virus.
Rip dad.
And now we're going to be going over here to this guy who's cheating on his wife. And we just take a bribe, so we got 3 gold now. And you'll notice in game, whenever we go by guards, they'll be a little bit angry at us because we did a bad deed, like noticing adultery and not doing anything about it. So.
All right. Real quick, I just want to announce that we still got an incentive going for your run. You have a glitch exhibition,
Yeah.
so we need to raise $250 for that goal. So if you're donating, you can give towards that incentive to get some extra Fable: The Lost Chapter content. And I'll let you explain what it entails and give it a little TLDR.
All right.
So good luck on your run, man.
Thank you. Oh, whoops. I messed up that interaction right there because I was distracted by thinking of glitch exhibitions. So we just gave our sister the chocolate, and now for her birthday, we decided to set the town on fire by accident. Oops. The candles were a little bit too bright, so we have to go to our house to make sure everything is okay, but it's not, unfortunately. So just rolling over here to our dad, who's he's just taking a nap on the floor over here. Don't mind him. Don't watch the cutscene. It's too brutal to be seen. And now we are being brought to the Heroes Guild by Maze, who is that guy on the left. I mean the right. And this is Whisper. We really don't like her, so just right out the gate, we're just gonna punch her. And trust me, that is for speedrun purposes. But we also don't like her, so it's like a 2-for-1. I'll explain the reason why I did that a little bit later. But for now, we're just going to roll over to our first lesson, which is going to be us punching something, even though we already know how to punch things. All right, so just combat tutorial. You can press space to target enemies. We knew that already. And now we get a stick. And we'll hit this dummy with a stick. And we did a very good job, so it dropped some experience. And experience is very important because it allows us to level up our skills, and we'll be doing some game mechanic abuse to acquire a lot of XP about halfway through the run. And now we're on to our first quest, which is going into the Guild Woods and killing some beetles. And if we didn't have our stick out, the guild master would say, use your stick, or whatever it would be in French. Typically, I run in English because you don't really need to be running in French unless you're like at the top time and looking to world record. Where I'm at, it's not that great, but I still like to put on a good show and also give you guys the French experience that you all deserve in Quebec. And all the Beatles are dead. All the Beatles except for George and Paul, but you know. Let's Ringo Starr. George is dead. Whoops. Anyways, we go on to the next stage of our training. And we're now teenagers, so that'll be cool. So going on to the next lesson, we'll be learning how to hit Whisper with a sword and not a stick or a fist. So, yeah. Make our way over here, talk to the Guildmaster, and we get a sword. So we can hit her about 3 times before we get reeled back too far in order to hit her, so a little bit of a thing to note there. Now there's a rolling pattern that we have to do here, so block, roll, block, roll, block, block. Oh, she's a bit too far. Still a good fight there. All right, roll back. Excellent fight here. That's basically a perfect Whisper fight right there. All right, so we just can talk to the Guildmaster right away to go to the next lesson. And this is the range lesson, so we get our bow. And you remember earlier how we hit Whisper twice with our fists? Well, the reason for that is we're actually able to skip lessons by doing 4 bad deeds. So we just shoot the Guildmaster 2 times, and then that skips this lesson. And that saves a minute. And now we're on to the will lesson, so we get to shoot lightning and use unlimited power. Disclaimer, it is limited, but whatever. And skip that lesson and saves 30 seconds. Well, closer to like 26, but whatever. Alright, skip this dialogue, and we're on to the final part of our guild training. We go into the guild woods, and we have to fight the person who saved us, Maze. And this fight can be a little bit RNG, whether or not you can save time or not. It all depends on where he teleports on the first section right here. So we'll target him. And he wasn't in a position where we could combo some strikes on his back, so we'll have to just take him the normal way. That's still a pretty good spawn right there, though. Having him spawn close on the bow fight is very good because the bows aren't instantaneous in the arrow travel, so having him be closer is very good. And if we were to get that combo in earlier, as I'd mentioned, he wouldn't have been able to teleport, and it's just a small time save. All right. So final cutscene playing out. And now we'll acquire our first skill of the game, Assassin Rush. So using Assassin Rush, it allows us to move around a little bit faster. That's a pretty okay guild. So I have my hotbar slot 8 bound to a button on my mouse, so it's a lot easier for me to constantly utilize this for movement. And later on in the game, we'll be acquiring a different spell called Berserk, which allows us to roll even faster and also be big, mean, and red, which is, I guess, a bonus. It also helps us do extra damage, and it's just overall a very good spell. And shout out to the Counter-Strike 1v1 to my right. Alright, so Wasp Menace. We just have to kill these wasps. This is a pretty bad clear right there. And we didn't get any free potions here, unfortunately, so that's unfortunate. Kick a wasp for good measure. And this is the Wasp Queen, so pretty easy to fight her. Just throw our bow back, shoot her, provided there's no wasp in our way. Just get close to her, target her, and just hit her 6 times with the sword. Yeah, it's a pretty easy fight. We can punch her a little bit, get a little bit of extra XP, but it's not really necessary. All right, in the fade out, we can assassin rush a little bit, and just move our way to the lookout point, or la croisée, if that's the correct pronunciation. All right, so roll in front of that statue so we don't accidentally soft target the bum over there talking to the young boy. And I didn't really mention this before, but soft targeting, you'll see it right here. When I see that guard right there, see how I rushed kind of towards him? That was a soft target. And that happens to pretty much every entity that is like destructible or killable or interactable. And enemies take high priority in that, so you'll see later on when we're going through the woods, I won't be assassin rushing too much. And now here we're going to do a little thing called the buy sell glitch, where we will buy these pies and these sacks for relatively cheap and then sell them back for a lot more than they're worth. And that's because the game interprets the fact that they have no stock as in we need to buy this stuff for a lot of money, and if they have a lot of stock, they can sell it for cheap. So it's just a broken economy. I really don't get how they got to this point in their society if they manage their economy like that. And now we'll sell this bow right here, and then we will buy this bow because it is just a bit better. And we'll clear out an inventory slot. And we're going to go up to somebody's house and just acquire a potion that we need. So up these stairs, and this cabinet right here is a Ages of Strength potion. And these potions are very important because they give you 1,000 experience multiplied by your combat multiplier. And your combat multiplier is something that'll show off a little bit more during the next quest. So we'll defend Orchard Farm, and I just select Boast because it just places us outside the guild, and it's just a little bit faster. Hey! Yeah, so those guys aren't mushrooms. There's a quest literally about just getting mushrooms, and there's a kid who ate mushrooms, and is tripping balls in Bowerstone. It is quite hilarious. Yeah, so you see we have a lot of wasps on us, so I can't really do any assassin rushing. Yeah, the constant buzzing is wonderful. Here, hopefully we don't get a wasp on us whenever we're going through the middle area, but there's no guarantees. Try to assassin rush through that guy. You can do that, but I guess he was just placing two to replace. And I think that we're good right here. Yeah, we didn't get any wasps on us, so we can just rush towards Orchard Farm. And we're making pretty decent time, actually, getting into Orchard Farm. All right, so take out our bow here, and it's going to be 3 bandits. All right, so you see below our health and our will bar is that little circle with the number 6. That's our combat multiplier. And we just have to maintain that by shocking these guards, because they've been very, very bad, if you're into that sort of stuff. So yeah, we just kill these bandits, and just maintain our combat multiplier by shocking these guards, because it's convenient, and we also kind of need to do it. So all right, and ideally we want to have 12 combat multipliers. So sorry guys, sorry. Oh no, oh god, I have done the unthinkable and item locked. I cannot believe I've done this. Oh, please let the alt tab fix it. Oh, golly gee. Okay, well, that's the first time I've had that happen in a marathon. Okay, well, there's backup saves, thankfully, or practice saves rather. That is very, very unfortunate. I've never had that happen. Also, I don't want to download Dead Island Riptide. Thank you very much. Can I go to Fable Lost Chapters and play it? Good lord. Yeah, I've rarely ever had that happen, and it was the Palm Veil too. Palm Voyage is supposed to be our save. Well, okay. We can load a save like right when we're going into Orchard Farm because of a autosave, so it's not too bad. We just lose like 2 minutes, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a bit of an oof right there, but let's hopefully not repeat history. Whoa. I think my mouse wigged out there a little bit. We're actually doing really good for combat multiplier right here, surprisingly enough. Alright, so Whisper's here, and she's teaching us about flourishes that we already know about. And that's the way we are supposed to kill her, or her rather, but we can just use our bow, because it's a lot faster. Yeah, it's like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, unfortunately, but stuff happens. Oh well. So now we'll be heading over to the Greatwood Culliscate, and we'll go back to the guild after that. So in the meantime, it's just a little bit of movement and avoiding getting shot. Yeah, sometimes the wasp can be in advantageous spots, but it's pretty RNG as to where they spawn, so it's whatever. So this guy is supposed to ask us for like a toll or something, but we'll just shock him and just go on through. That guy shot his friend. That's pretty funny. Rush through here, and you see like that whole like conga line of red dots behind us on the mini-map. I mean, it's not really a problem because we just go through here and then they're all gone, so. All right, so head back to the guild and we'll get some upgrades. And some very particular upgrades indeed. We'll get some spells, a little bit of speed, and some strength. Alright, multi-strike, summon, and berserk, assassin rush, and... Alright, so we got the spells that we need. And we'll just place these on the hotbar. Cool. Alright, so maybe wondering, wait, aren't you supposed to go do the quest now? Well, I'm just gonna grab something a little special here real quick. So you may remember at the end of the game when you're fighting Jack of Blades that you're trying to get the Sword of Aeons, or rather stop Jack of Blades with the Sword of Aeons. Well, what if I told you that the Sword of Aeons was actually just in the floor right here? So we just clip into the floor and we get a pretty powerful sword like 15 minutes into the run. Okay, 17 minutes I crashed, or froze, but yeah, we got one of the strongest weapons in the game. And unfortunately we got some bad RNG here, so I gotta go through this section without getting a new summon creature. And we'll just get a new one in the next area, so it's not too bad. Alright. So ideally we want one of these hobs right here. So he just needs to just hit somebody. Okay. Awesome. Alright, so that sound indicates that he's successfully killed the enemy and is transformed into a hob, which is something that we need. Alright, so here is a trader that just got attacked by Balverine, which is basically like a werewolf, and we'll just say no to helping him because it's a little bit faster. And I can't be too aggressive with my will usage here because our potion count is pretty limited at this point in the game. Also, a cool thing to note here is Assassin Rush, it gives you a ton of iframes. Like a literal ton of iframes, so you can just go through those exploding mushrooms without issue. Yeah, these guys are scared, but it's whatever, we're protecting them. Or we're trying to anyways. So, we don't actually have to like guide these guys along, we just have to make it to the next area. So we're just rushing through the area as fast as we can, and they'll be fine, I assure you. Also, I kind of need to have the Sword of Aeons equipped, just to kill this guy. And there's a reason for that. So the reason for that is his dialogue takes a little bit longer than the guy in the red hat, so we just let the red guy go ahead. And once he spins on the minimap, we can go to the next area.
Did you just say I could read a donation?
Yeah.
All right. So we've got a donation of $37.96 from Tulu, and I believe this was for the glitch exhibition that is for this run. So we still need some money for that that incentive, so please donate so Biglaw can show you this glitch exhibition at the end of the run. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of silly stuff that this game has to offer, and also if you could like turn yourselves up in the headset, or either turn the game audio down the headset, that'd be good, because I had a little bit difficulty hearing you there. But I did hear it from Toulouse, so thank you very much. Alright, so this is Shrek. He wants us out of his swamp, but we're gonna say no. And just take him down right here. And just wait for the trader to get to a certain point. There we go. If you go too quick, then he'll be left on the other side, and you'll have to go back through the area to retrieve him. Also, just being in a cutscene instantly ends our Berserk, so that happens. And important to not Berserk here, because we need to go over here and use this bedroll. And we'll use this bedroll just to advance to the next day, so we can do some more buy-selling in Oakvale. And also, Clean Sarah's probably watching and yelling at me for not doing the new strat, which doesn't make us use that bedroll, but I'm a chump, and I like my old strats. Anyways, we'll buy this perfume and sell it, and then buy it and sell it again. So we'll have enough to buy these emeralds. And sell these emeralds. And I'll sell them one more time just to be safe. And then we buy some potions, and we're good. So there's Maze. He's talking to us about some story nonsense, but we pop the Berserk and roll back right before the autosave plays out. Alright, so now we're up in the abandoned road. And here, it's a cliffside path, I believe, clifftop path. And normally you're not supposed to be here until you're well, you can come here, but you're not supposed to be here until you do the Bandit's Heroes quest. But we can just kind of clip through this door and go through without any issue. And doing so allows us to go through the area both without issue and unlock the color skate for the Twin Blade camp, Bandit camp. So we'll be doing the clip on the other door as well, so we don't have to pick up any of the Bandit gear. I accidentally popped an extra potion, but it's okay. Alright, make it to the bandit camp, and now we'll go through the color skate. Awesome, that's very good. So having our Berserk run up before we go through the the teleport is very good because it allows us to have instant control when we go through. Pick up the Bandit's Heroes quest and then go back to the Bandit camp. And kind of an interesting thing here, technically we haven't started the quest because we didn't enter the necessary area, but... Okay, it's in a bit of a bad spot. We're able to finish the quest, but... Okay, this is a bad summon. Alright. So, the explanation for this is that you teleport to the back of the summon creature. That should... Okay, that should be good. There we go. First try. So, yeah, you teleport to the back of the, I guess, entity that you're targeting. But using the summon, you can kind of put it like halfway into an object, and you can clip sort of into it. So. Oh, I just right as I summoned him. What a rude guy. Normally this summon isn't that bad. Or this clip isn't that bad. It's one of the easier ones. There we go. I usually have those larger doors a lot easier. But, oh well. Thank you for the woo. Alright, so shock that barrel. And kind of an important thing to note here is that the Sword of Aeon is actually a light weapon, so we're able to roll with it out without any issue. I swear, I'm usually really good at these clips, but I guess I'm just having a bit of an off day. Been having issue with practicing because my computer's just been having so many issues, but I've been able to get some practice in here and there. Alright, so this is Twin Blade. And we can one-cycle him pretty easily, so we Berserk and just we'll let him hit us. And it's impossible to die when we're Berserk, so we'll just let him lay into us. Alright, after this he should do his ground pound attack. Awesome, easy one cycle. Also cool, we didn't get a mid-run Big Hit glitch, so... What Big Hit glitch is sometimes whenever like those cutscenes play out with like the cool paintings and stuff, it adjusts the models of the game for some reason, and that can positively affect the game in that the cutscenes won't play or the videos won't play whenever you're upgrading your abilities. It allows for really fast upgrading because there's some lag when you're doing that, but on the downside, it makes the game a lot more susceptible to crashing, so fortunately it didn't happen. Alright, so now we're just going to go talk to Maze. Alright, talk to Maze, and now we've been given a quest to find the archaeologist. So it's pretty easy to find the archaeologist. He's in one place we'd never expect him to be, in a cave. Also, I kind of want to do a bit of an Easter egg here, so I'll just deviate from the typical route, just to do a quick little Easter egg. Alright, so the demon door up here, the goal to open him is to find out his real name, which is Hits. And there's a lot of words I can spell with the letters H-I-T-S, so... okay, H... Okay.
S-H-D.
Oh, E. Whoops, wrong order.
S-H-D-E.
Okay, I think you guys get what I'm doing here.
S-H-E. D. S-H-E-D.
Yeah, so if you spell poop, you get Balverines, and also he'll utter a small shucks whenever that happens, so. Also, we'll just roll through the demon door so we don't have to fight those Balverines, so. Yeah, that's just kind of like a way to punish you if you decide to say a naughty word. Especially at this point in the game where you don't have anything that's particularly strong against Balverines, so. It's a high motivator to not be a naughty person. Alright, Temple of Avo. This area is not really that important. Well, I suppose it isn't 100% because you get to items of great importance here, the Sentinus and the Harbinger, which are two special legendary weapons. Also, I stopped targeting that trader over there, so it'll rush towards him. Alright, so making our way to Knothole Glade. And we're supposed to have a quest card to help Knothole Glade because they have a bandit infestation going on, but unfortunately we don't have the quest card yet, so we have to go back. And I did this all the time when I was playing the game casually, because like, why would you want to just walk through the area you just been through already? So yeah, pick up the quest card, and we'll upgrade our stats a little bit and get some new spells, or a new spell rather. So we'll get
La précision vous permet de causer plus de dégâts en combat à distance et rend vos tirs plus précis.
And physical shield, and we'll upgrade our magic power a little bit, just so we have more of a buffer with our physical shield. Alright, so Knothole Glade. So, cool little bit of tech here. We can draw back our bow, look away, and the next one will spawn in immediately without having to wait for the death animation. Alright, pick up that XP. And now here's the white Balverine. So we gotta stab him 10 times, like or just like some giant shot collar. And we'll go over here and draw back our bow. And then we'll shoot him to cancel a howling animation. That saves like 3 seconds each time. Go over here and he'll spawn in. Shoot him in the face. And we get a silver augmentation now, so we'll put that on our bow. And that'll ease the fight later on. And here I guess it implies that you're supposed to use your silver weapon in order to damage him, but we can just shock him again, so. Alright. So we're making our way over here now. Got some red meat. That was a drop from Balverine earlier. Alright, so right here I'm actually just going to quickly just change up my hotbar a little bit because I want to have this on my hotbar just to be safe. Alright, so typically you can't just like aim right at him, so I'll just aim like right above this leaf and it'll drop down onto his back, or his ankle I guess. Still hit him. So it is very doable to 3-shot the white Balverine, so, and I whiffed. Nice job, me. Alright, easy peasy. Alright, so we're not done here yet, so we still need some extra XP, so we'll kill these Balverines. Oh, I thought I killed you. just get his XP for marathon safety. And we'll go back to not Hogglade. Alright, so we got that. And I'm just gonna quickly go over here to just advance the day. Alright, so we have to wait for this guy. This is a very important part of the game right here. Totally not doing any shenanigans right here. Please place your tattoos faster, sir, so I can get on with this. Didn't work. Oh, well, that was a total waste of time. Okay, so what I wanted to do there was I wanted to put a tattoo of the NoReset logo in the game, but I somehow messed it up, even though the instructions are so simple. So just imagine there's going to be a NoReset logo on my back. Imagination is half the fun. Alright, get our physique up. Yeah, level 3 that. Multi-strike 2. Force push 2. Level those up. And I like to go for the magic power just for safety. Go back not Hogglade, and we'll go on to the arena. So just for the guys behind the scenes, if you could lower my audio once we get into the arena, that'd be very good, because it can get pretty loud. It's already pretty loud as is, so... Alright, so... making our way through here. Valbrains. I guess they're a bit occupied with those traders, so that's good. Alright. Go over here, talk to the guy, and go to the arena. Alright, so it's a little bit of an auto-scroller here, so we'll just talk to this guy right here, buy some stuff. Buy silver augmentation and a piercing augmentation and some potions, so put those on there and clear out these 2 slots, put some more summon on there. And now we gotta move this guy over here, so it's gonna be really nice, folks, and achoo. Sorry, my bad. So I just have to put him in a specific place, like right in this corner. There we go. Good guard. Yeah, so I just gotta wait around until the, I guess, the little invisible timer goes down and the cutscene plays out, so. I hope that everybody's having a good time here at DreamHack Montreal. And I've enjoyed watching NoReset so far. High Hell was a pretty pumped run, if I say so myself. Alright. Alright, so some guy's dead, so we have to replace him. And we're going to the arena. Alright, so earlier we talked about combat multiplier as well. Here we're going to kind of be abusing the combat multiplier by using force push on these dead wasps. So force push is pretty cool because it increases your combat multiplier whenever it hits things. But it doesn't check that those things are alive, so we can just build up stupid combat multiplier pretty quickly in the arena. Wow, we got 0 freebies. Wasps are known to drop will potions, but I've gotten actually 0 this run, which is pretty ridiculous. 42, the meaning of life. Alright, so we're going to Berserk here. And the reason for that is that Berserk allows us to both move around a little bit faster and allows us to cast Inflame a little bit faster. Or in French, Embellissement, so... Also, a cool thing is that Force Push also cancels death animation, so the utilization of that will be most prevalent during the Valrain wave. Alright, that was an okay Hobbs wave. Oh, free potion, cool. Alright, so coming up next is the co-op waves. So we'll be Fade alongside Whisper, and she'll be annoying in some places. Also, I'm gonna need your help, chat, because at the end of the arena, we will be doing a bonus wave where we can either spare or kill Whisper. So cast your vote in chat right now with, I don't know, Kappa Ross for kill, Kappa Ross for spare. And yes, I did say Kappa Ross twice. I really like Bob Ross. Alright, so you remember that white Valrain that we fought like 3 minutes ago? Yeah, we're just gonna kill it in one shot. Oh, you're still alive. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, nice. My friend's playing Payday 2. Cool. Well, please, for the love of God, nobody send me a message. Fortunately, I don't have too many friends, so it's not going to be not too big of a problem. Please be friends with me. Alright, so I can talk to Whisper and go to the next wave immediately. And here is where things get loud. So we can spam the summon spell and acquire a lot of XP really quickly. Yeah, so summon gets you 3 XP base, but then multiply that by our combat multiplier, and we can get a metric buttload of XP really quickly. Oh great, I now have a weird undead thingy as my summon creature. I'm not sure how that'll affect a clip later on. It's not a really significant clip, so it's more for swag than anything, but I do like my clips, so hopefully it's not too tarnished. Alright, so the bandit wave is, it's kind of a dangerous wave actually, because the crossbows do a lot more damage than you'd think. Oh yeah, so I guess I'll go for a bit of a damage boost here. So this is what my friend Adam calls Spinny Boy boost, where when you go into the little spinny things there, you can increase your damage through Berserk. And every time you take damage when you're berserked, your damage will increase. So being inside these things, you take a lot of hits really quickly, which allows us to one-shot a lot of things. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. So I accidentally took damage and kind of ruined my combat multiplier. Big oops. It's alright though. We should be able to manage. Alright, so this is the hardest wave of the arena right here. The Earth Trolls. That was really hard. Alright, go over here, do more Spinny Boy boost. Alright. Rock trolls are dead. Whoa! Alright, so going on to the pseudo final wave, the Arachnox fight. So just stand right here. I do a quick dive. That saves a couple seconds because you typically do an animation where you go into the floor and it's really slow, but doing that saves time. Alright, getting these quick dives is very good. Also, just gonna do a quick check here. I can check my experience total. Okay, we have more than enough full XP, so we'll be fine. Alright, so I'm gonna need some information. Do we kill Whisper, guys? Kill? 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 Okay. Alright, so final wave, 1v1. She's not dead yet, though. Right, she has to throw 2 grenades. Ouch. Or not. This is a really weird, like, cycle. I don't kill her very often, so... Oh! I knocked it back at her! Oh, I'm so MLG. But she's still living for some reason. Come on, Whisper. Why? Also, there's a pile of gold just floating in the air. There we go. We've killed her. She is dead. And Thunder is very angry that we killed his sister, but whatever. Alright, go to Barrow Fields. And I'll be going to the Grey House. It's kind of like the White House, but a little bit more dingy than it is right now. And we'll be meeting with our sister Teresa. And she'll just give some like story update, whatever. And she'll tell us like, you read the book that I sent you, didn't you? And we're like, yeah, we totally did read the book. We spent the time to read that, yep. Nope. Alright, so go back to the Heroes Guild and we get some upgrades. We'll be very good on spells, but other upgrades like our accuracy might suffer, but it's okay. Oh, that is not what I want at all. I thought I menued out of there. Alright. Alright, well I can get that much accuracy, which is good. Multi-strike 4, extra force push, slow time 1, max assassin rush, and the reason that we don't max out physical shield or assassin or berserk is because those are like alignment based spells and we're not good or evil enough to fully upgrade those, so we have to wait until a point where we're good enough or evil enough to do that. Alright, so now going to the Bowerstone North, and before we were not allowed to because we were like some pleb and not cool at all, but since we killed Whisper, we're so cool, and we're allowed to go into the Cool Kid Club. That is Bowerstone North. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of another buy sell here. I will buy the Diamant, and sell the Diamant. And we'll do that once more. So we can buy the best weapon in the game, the Soul Straight Sword. Why on earth it's just in some general store, I don't know, but that is the best weapon in the entire game. But we're not going to equip it right away. We only equip it whenever we go into the maze fight, because the Sword of Aeons is adequate up until that point. Alright, so upcoming is going to be a clip that hopefully isn't going to be affected by the fact that I have a like undead summon creature, but I don't know. I've never tried the clip with it, so we'll see. Nah, he spawns weird, so he spawns in front of me rather than to my side, so I can't really set it up properly. It's whatever. Not gonna see the cool clips that remain in this run, unfortunately, but whatever. Also, I think that the guards died. That never happens, I guess, until now. That's never happened before. Alright, so roll through here. And this part of the area is pretty interesting, because we're supposed to fight through all these enemies before the timer runs out. But there's actually like a little second hidden timer that lasts until about, I want to say 4:30, where we can go down here and just kill these guys by the archaeologist. And we'll just finish the mission immediately. Alright, so we'll teleport to the guild real quick. And we're not going there to upgrade or anything, we're just going there because we're really lazy. So we just go here and recall back to the prison path. And we can just roll back here. And recalling is pretty cool because it places you to the nearest exit of the area. And that area only has one exit, that gateway, so doing that is just a little bit faster than running up the hill. Alright. So coming up now is Litchfield Graveyard. And this area is a bit renowned as a run killer because of a little bit of an RNG section right here with fishing. The best minigame in the game. There's a couple minigames, but fishing is clearly and objectively the best because it is RNG. So the story is we found Nostro. We had to get Nostro and get his armor back so he can let us through a demon door. So we'll just go through these various areas and dig up pieces of the armor set. So here's his sword. We already have his helmet, so that's 2 out of 4. Ah, jeez. I was trying to soft target that that small headstone right there, but a undead spawned in like right as I was going to assassin rush. Roll over here, and we'll start fishing. So hopefully you can get a good fish here, but it's not guaranteed. This is okay. Oh, that was a fantastic fish. Good stuff. So that fish is very quick to snap the line if it starts reeling back. So having a fish like that is incredibly uncommon.
Guys, time for a donation real quick?
Yes.
Cool. So we have a $43.15 donation from Sneaky, and he says, "Let's see some glitches."
Hell
And
yeah.
by the way, we're actually at $86 into the incentive out of $250, so keep it coming.
Yep. Yeah, so if I had the proper summon, I would have tried to go for a little clip there called swag clip or rip clip, as some would call it, but it's really swaggy, so I call it swag clip. But unfortunately, due to our rather large and unwieldy summon creature, we can't do that. Anyways, we're over here now, and we have to kill some undead. So I'm just gonna kind of lure them towards me by making them swing at me, and they can only be killed when they're inside of the circle, so these hollow men are what we need to kill. This guy doesn't count as a hollow man, even though he's pretty hollow. And this should be the last one. Yep. Alright, so here is, okay, slow time, and very important to do in Flame. If you force push, you're going to lose so much time. I've force pushed there when I was on PB pace, and I've lost like an actual minute to having to try and wrangle the undead into the circle. It is awful. Anyways, we're in the prison now, so there's a, oh, there was the Kraken. He's a bit camera shy, so he hides away for the time being. And we're just making our way through the prison tunnels to find our mother, who's in prison. For what reason? Well, let's just say she was jaywalking. Let's go with that. Jaywalking in a place that has no cars. But in reality, she was captured by a Jack of Blades. But we don't know that yet. But Jack of Blades has been shown in the story. He's actually the one who made the extra wave in the arena for where we'd fight Whisper. It's a little bit of backstory for you there. And also, there's a nymph. Literally the worst enemy in the game right here, because like look at it on the minimap. It just goes so fast. See, like it makes you back rush, and it's awful. Fortunately, we get our revenge and we kill her, so please clap for nymph death. Please don't clap, it's not worth it. Oh, geez, team damage. Yeah, so these guards are actually pretty interesting because they're one of the few enemies that you can kill in the game which don't yield any good or bad alignment change whenever you kill them, because they work for the prison, but they work for Jack, so it's kind of like a net neutral because reasons. Anyways, there's our mother. We freed her. And we'll be making our way out of the prison. Just making our way downtown. Guards go past. Faces fast. And, oh dear, Jack of Blades has captured us. Oh, and we got hit during the transition. So yeah, we're in prison now. We can, like, look at the hero right here. And we can also look at his butt. Also, the guard's peeing. Oh, jeez. Alright, so it's kind of a Fable community tradition to do what's called a bar gate selfie during this auto-scroller. So, selfie. Anyone want to get in? No? Well, heck. I'll take the selfie. And this section in particular is why we run on French, because it is 34 seconds faster than running on English, so... So yeah, the second fastest language I believe is Russian. I could have ran on Russian, but it was only English versus French, so... And I can respect the French hustle, because French is the fastest. Oh yeah, so we can do these expressions, so we can laugh, or we can be really evil, or tell you to follow. So remember to follow me and NoReset Marathon. But also we can cancel out the animations using blocks, so we can just kind of do this. Whoops, I accidentally hit the Windows key. The Windows key is the worst thing in existence. Please remove it in the next Windows. Thanks, Bill Gates. And now there's no audio. Oh, golly gee. Okay, well, I guess, shoot. I'll see if I can pop open the volume mixer. This has been a fantastic run with no issue whatsoever. All right, volume mixer. I didn't crash. I hit the Windows key. Well, I mean, I can try and make all the sounds in the game if you guys want. All right, so guards berating us in French, and he's telling us there's going to be a race that's going on in game, and it's the warden's birthday, so we better perform if we want to impress everybody. And also, they've placed bets, so we gotta go fast. All right, so beginning of the race. What's the sound? All right, so we're rolling around, and these guys are complaining in French because they are incredibly unfit, unlike me, who can just roll literally upstairs without any issue or pain. Imagine rolling upstairs. That'd be like the most painful thing ever. Also, I think my mic is like a little bit too low, so I sound a little bit different. But oh well, we're dealing with a myriad of issues right now. Fortunately, I don't really need sound, so it's fine. Alright, so come around the corner, and here's the warden. Oh no, you guys don't get to hear the warden's famous poetry. Okay, so... Alright, I'll try and quote it. Gris est le couleur la plus jolie. Gris est le couleur la plus jolie. Also, you can see the, like the awareness bar below the mini-map there. So, just punch to place yourselves back over here so we can be close to the books. Yeah, I love CSGO sounds. Also, this is the Barbershop of Doom, where we now grow a beard. And if Adam were here, he would talk about beard facts. So, cool thing about this beard and our chinny chin chin right here is that we can only get this beard in prison. There's no place you can get it elsewhere. It's not available in any barbers or anything. The only place you can get it is here, and we don't even get to keep it for the whole run because we grow an even bigger beard later on. So, it's supposed to be like representative of the time passing in game, but like really age is only dictated by how much you actually upgrade your skills. So theoretically you can start the game at like 18 and then end the game at 18, but that would require you to upgrade literally nothing. Or alternatively, you can lower your age by up to 10 years through the Temple of Avo or the Chapel of Scorn. So I'm going to just spam expressions in the corner here. So hopefully a guy will be facing the wrong way whenever we go into the race. All right. Come on. Didn't get the cutscene skip. Sometimes the guy on the far right can be facing the wrong way. It's kind of funny. Anyways, continuing on with the race. Huff, huff, pant, pant. Pointing in direction in French. Roll, roll, roll. Angrily insults in French. Drop a few tabarnaks in there. Just like imagine like the Sonic soundtrack, like or like Escape from the City, except it's Escape from the Prison. I went too fast. I'll just walk. Walk it normally. Sneaking around at the speed of sound. Alright, so search in this book and we'll find the key to escape the prison. Because the warden always keeps books in diaries. Note, if you ever want to escape from prison, look in the warden's diaries. There's going to be 3 of them. You're not going to get it right the first time ever, so it's always going to be the second one. Also, I'll free this guy because we're nice. He like say something like, "Oh, I'm free," or "You're a pal," or something like that. But it's French, so it's like, "Tu es mon frère." Or tu es mon ami. I guess you can call him a brother. Anyways, here you would find your stuff. Also, your magic powers are also located within that box, so don't ask me how Jack of Blaze managed to do that, but like he managed to stuff magic inside of a box. Like that's pretty magical. Alright. For your mother again. And we're just making our way through here. Man, like if there's like some elevator music or something, that'd like enhance the experience. Like, it's just so weird having it be silent. But I think like to fix it, I'd have to like stop the run. I've already soft locked once, and then destroyed all the sound. So I think I'm just gonna keep rolling with this. If you catch my drift. Alright, make it through here, go past the guards. And the shaking mushroom, the very angry mushroom. Doesn't like getting approached, you know. If you ever encounter a mushroom in the wild, be sure not to get too close or else it will explode. That is true facts. Alright, so we're making our way to the prison, and we're almost out, but then suddenly there's a Kraken, and he dipped down. Again, he's very camera shy, so we understand his issues. And there's these tentacles that we have to use and flame on, so... Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. I forgot he was with us. Alright, so just doing flame real quick, and get out the way! Yeah, so unfortunately, since we don't have our full accuracy skill, it'll take an extra little bit of damage to take out the Kraken, but it's okay. Oh, it gave me the bow. Thank you. Alright, and inflame, and then it's dead. Alright, so not too difficult of a fight there. Just a small suffrage there from not having full accuracy, but it's okay. Alright, get at the prison. And hooray, we freed one guy from prison because we were so kind enough to open the cell. Alright, make our way to Barrow Fields again. And we'll be going into Darkwood again, because that's where our objective is. Also, we do have enough XP now to upgrade our accuracy, I think, but it's really inconsequential at this point to upgrade it, so... Or rather, it'd be too much of a waste of time to do that, so we're just going to ignore it. Alright, so we're going to go to the Ancient Cullisgate, and here we're going to do a little bit of a Inflame Fest, and we will toast up these skeletons that'll spawn in, because we need to kill enough skeletons in order to power this Cullisgate, because bone power, that's my explanation. This is, that was okay, about 6. Optimally, you want to do about 4 Inflames there, but it's kind of RNG as to where they spawn. Alright, make our way through the area. The guards don't mind that we're naked and we're, you know, like some glowing red dude, like some outsider. I don't know this guy. Do you want to mess with him? No. Just let him be. He knows what he's doing. Like the frosty white north, and the guy is just wearing his boxers. Like, do you want to actually like approach that guy and tell him what's wrong? Nah, he knows what he's doing. Anyway, so go back to the Heroes Guild and put on the Solus Greatsword, because we're going to need it for this next fight. Alright, go here, pick up some potions real quick. And that should be good for the rest of the run. Also, here there'd be like a little bit of a dialogue clip where our mother is being kidnapped again, and she'd like do some weird scream. But unfortunately, we do not have the audio, so it's whatever. On the bright side, I hear some pretty bopping music in the background, so thank you for that. Alright, talk to Guildmaster really quickly. And we will go to Hook Coast. Fortunately, a lot of the places that are very important in the game are actually quite similarly named or pretty much the exact same name as they are in French and English, so it's a bit easier for runners to transition. Alright. So making our way through Hook Coast, and there's some wraiths spawning in. They're like spooky ghosts that scream at us, so... Actually, I think the appropriate name is Screamer. I actually got the Prima guide for Field of Lost Chapters this past weekend, so I got to read through that a little bit. Some very valuable information found in there. Also, if there was sound, you could hear me interacting with the door, like or the barrier, like as if it was a door. All right, immediately Berserk. Hit Maze. It's okay, he'll teleport over here. Hit the Force Push, and I whiffed on him, so he's going to be in his Force Push stage, or his Physical Shield stage for 3 Inflame attacks, and then he'll drop it. Okay, so he should go down in front of the shops down here. His health is not low enough to... Hi, Tyler. Thank you for playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I'm sure he's doing a 1v1, like, right over the way. And unfortunately, I did not get the Quick Cycle, or the Fast Maze fight, so I have to go up to the top of the lighthouse here and finish him off. Oh, okay. Awesome, okay, I can finish him off right here, so... It's not the best maze fight, but at least we didn't go through all 5 stages, so... managed to skip that last one, fortunately, but... it's alright. So now we're 13. Good golly. Slow boys. We should still be able to come underestimate, I think. But... there's been a couple things that have gone wrong this run, unfortunately. Alright, so the story now is that Jack of Blades has is attempting to awaken all the focus sites to get the Sword of Aeons, which we already have. So he'll be wondering. Actually, big question. Like, he's looking for the Sword of Aeons, and we were freeing our mother. So like, he knows of all of our possessions, and we have the Sword of Aeons. So why didn't he just take it? Like, he's going through this process of destroying the entire world for no reason. Like, why? And also utilizing lightning there to attack Jack of Blades in order to progress the cutscene just a little bit faster. So that'll be a small time save, but it's not present anywhere else beyond the first 2 focus sites. In this next room, we'll find Thunder. And he's a little bit upset that we killed Whisper, but it's whatever. We'll deal with him later.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, and also you're a bit quiet.
Okay. We have a $20 anonymous donation with no comment.
Oh, thank you. All right. And now this is the final focus site. We're going to the Gibbet Hill focus site. Also, these guys spawning in is the worst. It's actually like probably one of the worst sections in terms of RNG spawns, because these guys are going to be everywhere, and they're going to be a big pain in your tuchus. So you can force push them away, but still, it's a hassle to deal with these guys. Okay. So now coming up here is going to be the fight with Jack of Blades, and it's not going to be the end of the game. There's still a lot more content. So this right here is the end of the main game. So we'll be going into the Chamber of Fate, and we'll fight Jack of Blades. So we have to kill his minions. Minions take 2 shots normally. I didn't get a big shot. So there's a cool kind of trick that you can do in this game where the frame that the cutscene starts for him rising into the air, you can start charging your bow, and you can charge it throughout the cutscene, and that is more than enough time to charge your bow back enough to instantly one-shot him. So unfortunately didn't get it, but it's a pretty tight trick, so I can't really be upset. Would have been pretty hyped to get the marathon, but oh well. It happens. Oh, sound? I heard cutscene sound. I get teased with the cutscene sound, and that's it? Oh my god, game. Like, you guys heard that, right? I must be going crazy. I heard that sound. It was beckoning for me. Anyways, get full out Berserk. And now we'll be on to the Lost Chapters content, where that Scythe, we can meet him earlier on in the game, but we don't see him at all because we're too fast. Clip into the Demon Door, and we will go to the Prophets of the Fireheart. So we have to do this cool puzzle game. It's pretty high intensity, high speedrun action, so it's pretty intense. So I actually did some real speed tech here. So whenever I start the puzzle, I press the block button, and that actually increases our movement speed. So actual speedrun tech in this puzzle is pretty cool. And it is possible to also punch and roll during the puzzle beginning as well, but haven't found a proper route for utilizing that. So yeah, if we fill the screen up with all the tiles with suns, then the prophets are saved. But if they're filled with moons, then they are killed, because then we are just being dicks. So we save this guy, and this last guy is a real pain in the butt, so I just kill him anyways. I think it's a bit slower, but I really don't care, because he's a rude dude. Alright, so now we got the Fire Heart. And now we'll be going over to Hook Coast, but we also have to re-equip the Soul Greatsword because the game put on the Sword of Aeons when we were when we were in the Jack fight. So swap back over to that, and we will encounter a new type of enemy. It's going to be pretty spooky. So yeah, just rush roll over to the lighthouse, and we'll just climb to the top. Activate the Fireheart, and here is a enemy called a Summoner. And I did not use Multi-Strike, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. Alright, so hopefully we can get a quick kill on the second Summoner, because that is the most optimal one to have happen on, so didn't have him on this guy. And I think it's kind of RNG as to whether or not it happens or not, so all we can do is kind of bless RNG right here. Nope, didn't get it. Oh well. I'm not too upset. Very rarely does it happen. Alright. Go to the cutscene, and now we are going to be in the... I can't remember the name of the place, actually. It's the Northern Wastes. That's it. So the Northern Wastes are the... It's pretty much Canada. You guys can all attest to this, right? Alright, so get this guy down to enough health where he'll start his third wave, or third phase immediately. And as you've seen earlier, enemies can have these sort of health gates depending on how far along they are in their waves. So wait for that, and we can kill the Ice Troll. Alright. We can soothe these areas with the minions. And up here we'll meet up with Briar Rose, also Ice Troll. Don't have to fight that guy, which is very nice. Have an autosave happen. Typically these only happen whenever you do the cutscene, but I guess they just wanted to place it earlier. And here's the cutscene point. There's Briar. She's a little bit older. That's the game trying to tell you that like time has passed in the game or something, but it's literally inconsequential. Also, the Guildmaster, who's really, really old at the beginning of the game, is still really, really old at the end of the game, so... Alright. Go back to the Archon Shrine, and we'll be going to the Necropolis. And the Necropolis is a pretty cool area. And by pretty cool, I mean it's pretty annoying because it's all RNG. You have to find 3 tablets in these graves, and they're all marked with specific names, and where those tablets are buried is pretty much random, so hopefully we can get some good RNG here, but if not, then that's just the game being the game, so... Alright. So there's 3 names that we want to look for. George W., I Love It, and T-Fung. And you can see on the minimap on the areas that are marked with the green markers, those are areas that can potentially have the tablet. Okay, I Love It. Also Multi-Strike, I guess, for good measure. Oh yeah, earlier when George W, nice. I forget the game. It was Ape Escape. You can do the YMCA. Well, you can do the YMCA. Well, in this game, you actually literally just learn the YMCA. I'm not even joking. Like, I could show it off after the run. All right, T-Fun. So this was not fantastic RNG, but it's not literal worst case RNG, so it's... I'll call it good. I'll call it good. Also, my eyeball is itchy, which is probably not good, but whatever. Making our way over here, and we'll find the final tablet inside a sarcophagus, which is guarded by 2 summoners. So, right, these guys can't be killed right now because they're charging their laser. Oh, quick kill, nice, awesome. Okay, I have to kill this last guy though. Having that quick kill is pretty nice. Actually, probably like a pretty good optimal quick kill right there. So go to Snowspire Village, and we'll go to the Oracle, and we'll do some YMCAing in a cutscene, but we'll skip it. You have uncovered. It's funny if you run the game because you hear that line all the time, but. Alright, so now we'll be going over to the Archon Shrine and talk to Briar Rose. And then we have to get 3 souls. We have to get the Arena Soul, the Heroine Soul, and the Oldest Soul. And no, you can't get the Heroine Soul in like some alley, don't even be ridiculous. We go to Knothole Glade for the Arena Soul, because we need the soul of an Arena Champion. And, well, here's an Arena Champion right here. So Thunder is supposed to be like a really strong and mighty hero, but yeah, no, he's not really that strong. So we kill him pretty quickly, get the soul, and we'll make our way to Snowspire Village. That's actually not too bad because the exit zone is like right here, so it is not too consequential. All we need to be is inside the area of the Archon Shrine to have this cutscene trigger, so it's not too bad. And then immediately at the gate, we'll just do a force push and start the quest. So, oh, this actually is slightly annoying. Typically, I'd use a sound cue to find out where Briar actually is, but I can use the mini-map instead. Okay, wait for her to do her swing, so I don't knock her down immediately. Okay, never mind, she just knocked down anyways, so whatever. Yeah, there we go. Would the real Briar Rose please stand up? Alright, she is dead. And now we're going on to the Oldest Soul, and provided I don't crash, I am 100% going underestimate, so good stuff. Alright, so the story requires us to go to the Heroes Guild to start the Oldest Soul, but we don't want to do that yet. We want to do a little bit more recall abuse, so we're going to go into Litchfield Graveyard, and we're going to cross the bridge over here, or rather the Graveyard Path. Alright, cross this, and we'll go to the Heroes Guild. And remember earlier how I mentioned how recalls work if they place you closest to the nearest exit of the area? So we'll teleport back, and when we go in here, we'll be right next to the entrance to the Circle of the Dead, which saves us a bit of time in comparison to going after the Guildmaster or going through this area after going to the Heroes Guild. Alright, so almost got it. It is possible to get a 1 cycle on Nostro, but it's a little bit hard. Alright, make our way to the Archon Shrine. Ooh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Alright, so going on to the final quest of the game right here. Have to face Dragon Jack of Blades. Almost had like 269s in that coin count, which would have been pretty nice, but oh well. Alright,
Go through the door. And here we'll find Dragon Jack. Also, our eyes are really glowing red because we're really evil. Anyways, this is Jack of Blades. He's gained some weight. Also, do an Assassin Rush, get those iframes. Awesome. Okay, so he's dead. And time is whenever the quest complete sign pops up, so... Time. Ooh! Alright. So yeah, that is Fable Lost Chapters. I guess I'll show off the YMCA real quick. Practice. Because why not show off the YMCA? You know, like, Ape Escape started it, I have to finish it, so... let's inventory expressions. This falls under alignment, so I'll just clear up these right here. We don't need those. We got more important things to do. We got the YMCA to do. So you can notice in the hotbar, these runes are particularly shaped. So it's fun to stay at the YMCA. All right. Well,